Hey you guys, let's talk. Let's have a chit chat conversation first before I get into the whole dating tip thing, y'all. And let's have a chit chat conversation amongst us older, mature, senior folks. Okay? Look, y'all. A lot of seniors, and this is some serious conversation too. And you seniors, I'm sure you're gonna relate to what I'm talking about. So there are a lot of seniors who live alone, and a lot of seniors who are widowed, um, divorced, some who have never married. Um, Separated, but in any case, they live alone. And one of the things, as you get older, you're going to realize if you're not even a senior yet, but you're going to come to grips and come to terms as you age, how you cannot expect for anyone to I have coffee here. You cannot expect for anyone to give you the joy, the peace, and the happiness and the experiences. And you can't expect for anyone to give you those things. Now, if you have people in your life and you're doing those things and it brings you great joy, or you may be the type of person, I love home, y'all. Yes, I do. I love home. I love my space. But you may be the type of person where you're not adventurous, or you're okay with just being at home doing nothing. That's okay. That could be okay for you. Now, you guys, I've been I've been married and I divorced in like 2019. And then COVID came, right? So since 2019, that's when I filed for my divorce. And then COVID came. And it just so happened that during COVID, you know how we all were in our bubbles, and especially seniors. You couldn't, your kids couldn't come around you, your grandchildren couldn't come around you, nobody could come around you because we had to protect our health. So I was blessed and fortunate enough to know a fella down the road. And there was nothing romantic. I don't have lipstick. There was nothing romantic, but he had his whole bubble, his own bubble, and I had my bubble. So we did venture out to go to walks on trails. We went to like the Halloween, haunted Halloween drive-through. We went to like the Christmas light symphony thing outside where you drive through all the Christmas stuff. And we just had fun. We just had a good time, right? So that was like during COVID and stuff, right? So, but most of the time, we were sheltered in, right? And so it was good to have that connection going on. But like I said, I filed for my divorce in 2019. It wasn't final until like 20. I filed in like the end of 19. So so like December 2019. So it wasn't final because courts and everything were closed, but the paperwork and everything was still going through. But I had to like take stuff to the courthouse and put it in the drop box and all that stuff. But anyway, it was final in like 2021. And we did a virtual thing. It was final like online, and I already told I was like I don't want to see him. I don't want him to see me. So we had like the virtual divorce online where we could just hear each other, right? So that went through. Okay, so where I'm getting at is that some people like, well, no, let me put it like this. So since 2019, I sat around this freaking condo. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and at one point in time, it was like I would do things with the family and stuff, but they had their own lives. They have their own lives, their own kids, all that. And so I never imposed myself on my children and into my children's lives. I never forced or imposed myself. But I always wanted to do things as a family. So we would do things, like birthdays, promotions, holidays, and things like that. So we would have our good family time. And we still do, because we have one coming up next month, family time. But outside of that, being single, some people, or I'm speaking for women, a lot of men, they're not going to be, unless they just don't have anyone special in their life, or but most men want companionship. And from what I know, most men want companionship, and I believe, and most women do too. It's just hard to find that one person to be a companion or a partner, that will have the qualities and abilities that you would like them to have. Now, I met the ex, the last gentleman I was with. I met him back in 2023, and I thought that this person was going to be able to do the things that I wanted initially to do from the beginning, because I always wanted to get into the next relationship with someone that we could explore, adventure, we could have fun, we could engage in activities. And I always wanted to find someone who was able body and able mind to be able to do those things, because that's the things that I wanted to do during retirement. But somehow, fashion or another, it didn't work out that way with the last friendship that I had, because that's pretty much what it was. It didn't work because it wasn't anything romantic, but it didn't work out that way because I found myself being a life coach, not a caregiver, because I didn't live with him, but I guess I assumed that role mentally, because a lot of stuff that was going on with him. So in that relationship, I didn't get to enjoy the things that I wanted to do, and the things that I wanted to enjoy during retirement. I was stunted. And but I still stayed to help to see if this person could get to be on, the things that I initially wanted. So in an ending that, I knew that if there was going to be any other gentleman in my life, he was going to be able to do the things that I want to do, as I am able to do them at this time. I don't know how things are going to be down the road and in the future, but am I a woman that's just going to sit around my freaking house? Look, I done worked all those years. I didn't got to a point of being retired. And you guys, I didn't just retired. I retired a while ago. I retired almost up like 9 years ago. Nine So all that time, me wanting to get on board to do all the things that I want to enjoy doing after resting the body, after settling into retirement. Y'all know I always dated. I'm sorry. That's just who I am. Either you like it or you not, or you don't. If you don't, it ain't your business, right? I'm going to date who I want to date and see who I want to see. And I'm going to enjoy life because I am not. And I'm going to tell you, you single women out here who want to date, or you single gents out here who want to enjoy life the way you want to enjoy it, do it. Because ain't nobody got nothing to do or say about how you want to live. They don't, look, don't anybody live with you. Anybody coming to see you 24/7? Anybody coming to see you every day? Anybody coming to see you once a week? Anybody coming to see you? Anybody calling, see how you doing, just chit chat? Anybody doing all of that? Then do what the hell heck you want to do to enjoy your life. Okay? Because when you lay down your head, or you get in that bed, or you get to a point where you're not able-bodied, what are you going to say you have done during the years where you're supposed to enjoy yourself? And don't feel guilty about it. Don't. If you were the type of person, the type of man, or the type of woman that walk around here waiting on people to approve what you do and what you don't do, you be sitting around your house in a long skirt, watching TV. And what I mean by long skirt is acting and looking like a grandma. I'm a grandma, okay? I'm a great grandma. But guess what? I carry myself as a classy, sophisticated lady, right? But you can see me in a short skirt. You can see me, because I like fashion. So I'm gonna wear and dress how I want to. I put on those shorty shorts. Yep, I do it all. You know what I'm saying? Because this is your time, and especially if you're retired, to enjoy your life. Okay? Enjoy it. You guys, I'm going to tell you something, and here's the honest to goodness truth, and I'm talking to you ladies, and I'm quite sure you may, if I got children watching this, y'all probably want to turn it off, but I'm going to tell you, y'all, when was the last time, if you're a woman, when was the last time someone lit your fire? Look, I'm not talking about having intimacies. I'm not talking about that. But when was the last time somebody lit your fire that you could go down that road easily with? If, in fact, that's something you want to do. I'm not easy like that. But I'm just saying. When was the last time you had someone in your presence, me, a man in my presence, that could light my fire? When, y'all, let me tell you how long ago that's been. Woo! Woo! I mean, y'all, let me tell you how long ago that's been. I mean that truly, genuinely, without ease. That was my second husband, my second ex-husband. Okay? That's how long ago that's been, y'all. Yeah, I married my third, and I was attracted to him. Yes, I was attracted to him. Yeah, I was. You know what I'm saying? And he had the masculine energy and everything that I was attracted to that turned me on. You know what I'm saying? But that was like, gosh, like I said, I filed for divorce in 2019. So think about the years before leading up to divorce. Like, y'all, it's been so long. that I'm out here having fun. I'm not saying I'm falling in love, and I'm not saying I am going to get married again. I ain't saying none of that stuff, y'all. I'm just out to enjoy life. And finally, I can say I can enjoy life, God willing, with someone that has all of that masculine energy, the physique, has all those kind of things that I'm attracted to. The leadership, the protective. It's been so long, y'all, that I could just like put my hand, and highly intelligent, and I can just put my, it's been so long that I can just relax into myself and let this man lead, and without me having to decide. I mean, I'm saying not my last ex-husband. He had the leadership abilities and all. He had all, but it's been since this last relationship, you guys, I forgot how to just and let him handle. And I'm telling you, to see, that's one of the first things that turned me on with him is when I saw the masculine take charge energy. You know, ooh, it's been so long since I've seen that. I'm not throwing nobody under the bus. These are my feelings. It does not necessarily have to be the same as what they agree or agree not or whatever with. This is how I've felt. But getting back, I know it's a long conversation, but getting back, do what the heck you want to do to enjoy life. You don't need anybody's permission. You don't need anybody's approval. You're grown. We've lived a long, long time to know life, to know how and my women group that I speak to, so time they want to date, you know, they want to find a companion, a partner. You're not necessarily living with them, not necessarily getting married or anything like that. Although Witchamajigga just got married at 73. That gospel singer, Dolly something. But don't nobody want to be freaking alone, and don't nobody want to do things. Y'all, I have walked alone so long. I have walked alone. And even in this last thing, relationship or friendship with him, I've walked alone because he could not do the things that I do. You know, and I've walked alone because it was not a relationship. It was not a romantic relationship. What woman doesn't want to get to a point where she experiences and have a romantic relationship again? You know, that's the page I'm on. I ain't talking about doing nothing wicked outside of God. You know what I'm saying? But who does not want that? I'm ready. It's been so long. And then I'm scared of him. Look, I'm not. You know, and then somebody, and then this, he's 60 years old. He had all his body, everything worked. They got all working body parts. I mean, what that, you know? But I'm just saying, y'all. You know, just saying, y'all, ladies, y'all older senior women, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? But whew, you know, go ahead. Enjoy your life, you know, but it does take time to find someone that's going to be compatible with you. And this last friendship that I had with him in the 2 years, I believe it's been, has never been compatible with me ever from day one, you know. But like I say, God placed me there for a reason, and I'm not bitter or angry. I just needed to know that I had to keep my eyes and my ears open for that special person to come into my life that would be compatible with me. So I'm gonna end it there because it's getting kind of long, and I'm gonna come back with some tips for y'all. Okay, so love, peace, and in Christ. Give me a second.